Even if you look at the top ranking artists right now, they're very light skinned. Go to Spotify right now and let's see the 5 or the 10 top hot artists. They're being representative. They're not.
Well, they're
dark
usually
skin.
white.
Exactly. so fuck the U.S. You know, like literally, like
bro, this is a 73% white country. Like, what? You can't be mad at that.
Yes,
like,
I can.
No.
Hey, I got another email here from someone. This is from Becca with love. Becca's asking about another relevant issue. You might know about it.
Is this the Step Up Atlanta shit?
No, this is
thank God.
This is love in hip hop and the VH1 show. Well, there's a controversy going on right now. Now, Regina says, because I know you.
Please answer this for us.
No, because the reason why I say because you know, I know you're familiar with Black Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah, you always up in the Black Twitter. That well, Regina says here, or Becca, her email says Regina. She has Becca here. I don't know why.
She's got alias.
Yeah. She's schizo. But she was saying that Black YouTube is blowing up over this. And this is another thing that you love, the Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm. Now it says here, not talking about the movie. You're talking about the black version of it, the radio show.
The radio show, yeah.
Charlamagne Tha God. It says, or she says, hi. Can you guys please talk about the Breakfast Club interview with Amara La Negra? CTG tried to totally pretend that colorism was all in her head. I would like to hear your comments about the original interview and the backtracking that the Breakfast Club did after the internet went in on them. I suggested this because it's trending all over Black YouTube and it should definitely snag some views. Well, I don't know if that's the case, but since she wrote an email here and it is kind of relevant, I'll go ahead and get into it. I know Corey, he loves the Breakfast Club.
I do, but I did not know anything about this till, again, I saw it on Black Twitter, and I was like, why is everybody going at Charlamagne? And now I know why.
They went in on him, man. Now, if you're not familiar with the Breakfast Club, you probably are familiar with some sayings and memes that came out of it. Put some speck on my name.
Put some speck on it.
Put some speck on it. Yeah, when they had Birdman up in there on that show. And if you're not familiar with Amara La Negra, she's, I guess, Dominican. Some people say Afro-Dominican. Beautiful girl. She's on Love and Hip Hop. Now, I don't watch the show. I don't know anything about her, to be honest, myself. But a lot of people are telling her, girl, you got it going on. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. You're on Love and Hip Hop now. You on the come up. Ain't no way people holding your shade, as in your skin color, against you. And a lot of people are going in on Charlamagne Tha God and everybody else there at the Breakfast Club because for some reason, this thing about being darker skinned, even when you're technically Latina, yeah, they like I don't really know about this.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know anything about this interview, but I know her. She's a really big proponent about being Afro Latina, and she's always saying that I'm a dark skinned Latina woman. You don't see us like prime example. If you turn on Telemundo or anything like that, it's going to be majority white or very light skinned.
European.
European Spanish speaking people. So yeah, she's a big proponent of saying, yo, we need to be more represented out here because there's not a lot of us. The only ones you get are like Zoe Saldana, and even she don't talk about what she is.
Yeah, but she's very dark.
Yeah,
in fact, that's her lightened up right there a little bit.
That actually is. But yeah, she's a really big behind this whole wave, and I think she's got a very legit point.
Well, let's take a look at some of the interview. Now, I just got this email today. It was getting near the time that we had to come over here, so I tried to cue this up as best as I could because that's a 40-minute interview. I'll scroll through there to see if I can get to the point where they're talking about this. And you're going to hear all sides of this, especially the guys who are talking about. I had no clue that this was a thing.
What exactly is the struggle that you're facing?
They always pick the ones that look, like I said before, like J-Lo's and Shakira's and stuff before they look at us.
I don't see that. Like,
I don't even see it in Hollywood no more. I feel like times have changed.
That brother should know. Now, I'll give it to the other dude, kinda. Yeah. Maybe. Denise said it's a thing. And so you say no. Come here then. Come here. Let's let before I know you're gonna go off, but before you do, because we got a Puerto Rican in here. Might as well put some use to it. But just get into it. And Carlos is over there. He's like, nah, not having it. But a lot of people again are saying you don't know probably because you didn't have to experience because you're not darker skinned.
The lie.
Okay, and this is the struggles that we have.
Right? You can say
you sure it's not in your mind?
It's not because
Brother, you don't say that to a woman at all on anything.
Not these days.
You don't say, even when you fucking around and you know you're doing and the woman says, I got you, I know what you're doing. You don't say to her, you sure it's not all in your mind? You do not say that for anything.
Well,
honestly, just say it to any human being.
Nah, but especially a woman in an argument.
Storyline, and who the fuck is young Hollywood?
But is it true? But is it true? There's just nothing. And if they do, they'll pick this one that's kinda.
Well, what is Cardi B?
Light skin,
Very light.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. Sister got an argument here.
Cardi B is Dominican. And
Cardi teeth was messed up. She came from the strip club. She
yes, but
so-called
what?
ratchet and ghetto as hell. Now she's America's darling.
At the end of the day,
Cardi. We like.
You know what I like though? You know you in a black studio when brothers got lotion back there.
Oh yeah, lotion is a rock.
Yeah. On the same table. Yeah. When you get them ashy knees and them ashy hands, hey, I get them too, man. I know.
Do you think that she's lighter than you too?
Time out real quick.
Why you look at me like that?
I'm confused.
it's kind of.
Who are these
Pissed off,
people
mad
she
about
talking about? Because she already you popped in the. Latin world.
Stop.
I love Charlamagne, but he digs himself great so many times.
Yeah.
Does this happen often?
I mean, it happens maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah,
But,
because Charlamagne usually he's very, 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 very strongly opinionated, and a lot of times he's catching people on their bullshit. But every night, you know, man, look, we all do it. You know how strongly opinionated I am. And
Yeah.
and you know, one of these days, I'm gonna hit some bullshit, and I'm not gonna let it go. You know, I'm just going. You know, I'm not gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I'm not gonna let it go. And that's that in my line. That's
what's happening here.
So you think it's the dark skin?
Of course it is. I'm not even going to front.
How do you explain people scissor? How do you explain those?
But she's talking about the Latin market.
Yeah. So let's say that you're Dominican. You're Dominican now.
Hey, Papi.
You ain't digging yourself at that.
In Cuba, there's Afro Latinos, Guatemala, Chile, Honduras, Ecuador. There's so many of us.
I'll tell you what, I don't care what the fuck she's talking about. She can keep talking. I'm gonna agree with her as long as she keep going because that accent is sexy. I love it.
I don't understand how you can sit there and just say like I'm confused.
I don't.
It's a simple concept. It makes you look bad to say I don't get it. I'm confused.
And the only reason why I keep playing this is because she does make a certain point. She kind of made it already, so I could probably stop. But she was talking about some of the things that she actually has been offered as far as roles would potentially be offered.
I know that I'm not the only one because everybody is now talking about it.
So basically, dark-skinned Dominicans are the black people of their community.
I don't even want to make it about Dominicans.
She said all
Afro
Latinos.
Latinos.
And you know something that I read somewhere, and I thought she was going to talk about it. Maybe they misquoted her, but she was talking about how she was offered things like the prostitutes.
Yeah,
you know, and she would and they would tell her like they would talk to her in code. They tell her that
you're
know
a
something.
spicy character.
You're
like yo.
Yeah, they say you just we get this to you, but you're just too cool,
right?
Which means that we don't have a thug ass, the slut ass role for you.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's not only for women; it's for just the Hollywood in general, or the media community in general. Not only in Hollywood, I think in the Latino communities as well. It's like when you turn around and you see anytime you have a movie, a good majority of the time, the dark-skinned characters are the ones that live in the ghetto who have the hardest struggles. Like, what's the name of the movie? God damn it, City of God.
Oh, yeah,
like that's one of the few rare Latin movies where you have a dark-skinned character being the main guy, and of course they come from slums and terrible neighborhoods. But then you have characters like Antonio Banderas that pops up all the time, or characters like J-Lo, like she said. Like the fair-skinned Latinos usually get more representation in media.
Wait a minute, is this Charlamagne radio? This ain't real, is it?
No. They're saying Charlamagne has gotten a little bit lighter recently. They said he's changing on the Fenty scale.
Is he doing a Sammy Sosa, man?
He's doing not. I don't go that far like skin bleaching, but he's like cleaning his face up.
Okay, all right.
Because he used to like when he first when he was first getting big with Wendy and then sliding over the Breakfast Club, he had like really bad patchy skin, so then he's getting that cleaned up.
That's Shaq Excellence that put that up there. Well, I don't know, man. I like I said, I can't prove nothing. But.
Well, when I think about all the different telenovelas I've watched at times, just checking in, I've never seen a dark-skinned Latino in one of those. Yeah, never ever. I never thought about it till she brought it up.
Yeah. But we know this, man, because you know know this, man. You know, I'm looking at. Let me see if I can find this here. There it is. Let me see right here. It's let me see right
Thai
here.
Cosmetic Company.
This is not the commercial itself. This is Tomo News. I hope you don't mind me using this, but they everybody saw this commercial here where it can be any culture. There are a lot of cultures more than not where dark skin is just on the bottom of the totem pole.
Right.
I mean, they had that commercial in where was it? It was in Seoul where they ran
Korea?
this. Where they were talking about if you want to succeed in life, then you need to scrub the darkness off your skin.
Runs controversial blackface ad. If I stop taking care of myself, everything I have worked for, the whiteness I have invested in, may be lost.
That was something that was trending a while back, and that's not the only commercial I think that has done something like this. You mean that commercial where they put that black man that watched it, and he came out with light-skinned Asian? Martin, please, you make some good points though. Oh, you done?
I feel like I made my points.
I think he was done.
I just felt like I didn't want to stop you if you were saying something.
No, but you're right. That is in other cultures too. And I was always shocked to find that out. Besides Latino culture and India, it's a big thing. Because if you're dark skinned, that means you work out in the field.
Yeah, the cast, it's in Mexico.
It's all of it. I think the world. Kind of. I mean, I don't know what Africa how it goes, but but I feel like in most societies, especially when they're westernized, if you're a darker shade, you're seen as lesser than.
That's how we've always had to see. That's why I don't get it. Maybe it's a generational thing. Maybe as the younger generations coming up, they don't do it
like that. It's always been like that
because we had this thing that we call the brown bag test.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And where you take a brown paper bag, and I hate to put our dirty laundry out there because black folks hate when you do that. But if you have a brown paper bag and you are darker than that, then your chance at social success is probably going to be
less. They would have clubs, call them brown bag clubs, and if you were darker than that bag, you couldn't go in.
Well, that's the thing, and this makes me, Martin, I hope you're not mad at me for spilling the beans on this, but there was a story that you said, you remember you were being in a checkout aisle at like the grocery store or something that.
Yeah.
And you saw a Jet, I think it was Jet magazine.
It was Jet magazine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the cover story was why dark-skinned blacks hate light-skinned blacks. And I was just like, they do?
Yeah, what was that Jet magazine? Like we had a civil war going on.
Oh, you know what? No, I think it was Ebony. Because they actually have articles. Either one. Jet is just TV stuff.
Oh, no, it was a magazine called Not As Ebony.
Mahogany.
Everything that she said in that video, she's right.
Yeah.
Everything's right. And for me, I'm getting mad because I got this guy that I don't know who he is. I don't know but I know he's black. I'm seeing the video, and he's just out of touch with everything that's going around him, everything that's going right now at this moment. He seems out of touch with everything. Basically, it's like somebody for me that has so much money that he forgot he is black.
Hey, brother, we have it here too, and like I said, around the world. I mean, this is still in Asia, but let's jump from Korea to India, as Martin was saying. I was looking for the Jet magazine. I didn't find it, but I ran and found a big old billboard for some skin lightener. Fair and Lovely, best formula ever to scrub the black off your ass.
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the best examples that we have, this just shows that it's still rampant today, is the Fast and Furious movies. Like these movies go to like countries that are 100% or Latin, like Dominican Republic, and I think they went to Cuba and Mexico and Brazil at some point.
Venezuela.
Yeah, and so they go to all these spots, and all the women who end up having speaking lines are light skinned, fair women, and then like the guys who are like the rough and tough guys, or the ghetto guys,
the street urchins,
the street guys. Those are the dark skinned. Like what's his name, Tego Calderon or something like that.
Tego Calderon is one of our major reggaeton singers, and he's basically one of our icons in reggaeton and pop culture. Mm-hmm. But every time that we see him in Fast and the Furious, he's literally the ghetto. He's the person that's uneducated. Is the fuck up of the group, and he's the fuck up of the group because if you see him in Fast 5, he lost all that money. And he's always a fuck up, and I get really mad because they put him as the comic relief, as a fucking joke. Yeah, fine. He doesn't know how to act, but at least get somebody there that is darker screen, and put him. Even Tyrese Gibson. Tyrese Gibson, like AKA, like actually the darkest one of them all. It is the comic relief.
Yeah. And you know something? That's why I say something like movies like Exodus is fucked up. It's a fucked up movie because.
Man, can we have one discussion?
No, it's fucking relevant. I mean, because that's one thing where they they even took the black people out because they were the lighter skinned black people were too black.
Yep.
They took, if you notice, I mean, Martin, I know you like that movie, but this is not bullshit. This is not coming from nowhere. This is actually very relevant because if you see, it's not just black people they put in the background. They put the darkest skin colored black people in the background. Yep. You know, it shows that mentally there's a hierarchy everywhere. Yep. We're talking about other countries, but it's here too. You know, that's why I'm wondering, like, if Charlamagne Tha God and anybody else is not recognizing this is a problem because this is something that is slowly being an important thing that's being forgotten about in all cultures.
I think his biggest thing, and not to defend what he's saying, but I think his spot comes from just pure ignorance and the way he was hearing it. Because
I'm not mad at him.
Yeah. So I'm just saying because he's like,
fuck him.
Rightfully so, man. You Latino, I can't argue that. But
even if you're not Latino, even if you're black, a black American, what he's saying is so out of touch. It's like, motherfucker, where have you been in the last 5 years?
The reason why he's saying that, man, and this is why I would say I'm giving him a little leeway with what's going on, is he's saying, well, we still have all these artists that are coming up in America. What's the issue? And she's saying, no, it's bigger than America. So the way he's thinking about it is as just in the U.S.
I see what you're saying.
So that's why she was like, I don't see this as a problem.
Fuck that, because even in the U.S., because even in the U.S. they're having trouble succeeding and just moving forward. Even if you look at the top ranking artists right now, they're very light skinned. Go to Spotify right now and let's see the 5 or the 10 top hot artists. They're being representative. They're not.
Well, they're usually white.
Exactly. So fuck the U.S. You know, like literally, like,
bro, this is a 73% white country. Like, what? You can't be mad at that.
Yes,
like,
I can.
I understand what you're saying.
I see what he's saying.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I don't know why you're getting this hot about this.
He's passionate.
But no, I say it's that Latin passion. But the whole thing is like I understand what you're saying, but I can see his point saying, yo, what's the issue here? I see other people are succeeding, and she's saying it's the greater issue.
That's why I'm not mad at him. It's kind of like, listen, you can't.
I'm talking to him, not you. God damn it, shut up.
Well, I was going to say, but you know, it's something where he seemed like he really is saying, I don't get it. If you can't be mad at somebody if you have a chance to educate.
Yeah, they're saying I don't understand.
But
I can't be mad at it.
But see, I'm annoyed with him because sure he doesn't get it, but she's trying to explain it, and he's very much in that like, well, why? It's like when somebody's trying to explain, you ask somebody a question,
right,
and they try to explain it, but you already have your mind made up. So no matter what they say, you already have a block, and you're looking at.
So what I just said to him.
All right, you know what? No, I get you now. Fuck him, man. I'm gonna give him the
I'm like, no, listen, it's America. No, you shut up. Go.
People like, man, sure is mad right now. He's turning black. Well, you know, I mean, this is something that we can go really deep on for a while, but I think everybody's kind of expressed good points here.
I cannot wait for the Black Panther review. I cannot wait for that shit right now.
Man, what if it's not good?
Yeah. Hey, what
we were talking about that last night.
What if at the end of the movie Black Panther gets a skin peel?
That's part of the Panther ritual.
Yeah, that's the stinger.
Or they just replace him at the end of it. That was the Winter Soldier as Black Panther.
They replace him with Robert Downey Jr.